Hey, hi everyone, this is Vishnuvardhan. Here I would like to showcase my task. This is the project workflow. Let's jump into the task overview. What we can develop in this project. Basically, we have to create a 50 records in the database by following fields about the customer name. After that, we have created a single page application by using React.js framework, and we have to fetch the data into the table. And the table features are we can able to search by using the column name or location, or we can filter the data by date and time. Let's jump into the tech stack I have used in this. I have used tech stack as front-end as React.js and backend as Node.js and Express as the framework to fetching to connecting through the database and to storing and retrieving the data. I have used database as PostgreSQL. Let's jump into the backend requirements. First, we need to create the folder as anything we want to. I have created the server.js in my way. I have created the backend and I have created the requirement files. These are some of the commands we need to work on the backend, and we need to first thing is npm init -y. It initializes the npm package and modules and package.json files, and later on we have to install the Express because we are mostly writing the backend code in Express.js. Chorus is mainly used for the middleware, and PG is for Postgres. We have to connect with the Express and backend to the database. And npm install node mon is we have to auto save our data in the server side. So let's see the code implementation of the backend. Code implementation of the backend. Here I have imported the Express chorus and PG Postgres for the connecting purpose. I have created the object as Express module, and I have used 4000 port. And here I have created the requirement details of my database. User as Postgres or host as localhost because I'm working in localhost itself. And database I have named it as Jitara task, and password is 123 as for my case. App.use is mainly used for the if we work on two local hosts at a time, it mainly use it for this maintaining the cross platforms. And express.js, here I have used app.use as express.json, mainly because it is used for sending the data in JSON format. And here we are fetching the data by the database, and I have here I have created the where I can retrieve the data in my local host, and I have used async function because whenever I have retrieving the data, it will not affect the below content. It will not stop until this execution occurs. So I have used async function and await. So I have pull.query is basically giving the queries from retrieving from the database. I have retrieving from select star from custom details, and later on it will send to the JSON format. If we couldn't get the details, it will throw an error. Here I have listened. This is basically we have to show whether it is port is working or not. So let's jump into the database connection. Here I have used PostgreSQL. So I have created. So this is our Jitara task database, and here I have created custom details as a table. So that I have inserted the following fields: serial number, custom name, age, phone, and locations. Created dates and times, and I have inserted the data all that fields. And let's go into the how we can connect with the backend database to the Express.js. So I have used custom details so that it will retrieve the data from the PostgreSQL. Oh, let's see. Suppose to run this file, we have to give node server.js because I have created this file in server.js. I have created server. We have to run this. So already my file is running in the browser. So let's see. Yeah, this is my localhost API. This is my localhost API. Here you can see you can see as raw data like this. If you can install an extension, you can get the parsed data. So it will be looking some good. Okay, I have done with the backend. Let's jump in the front end to creating the table. So in front end, I have used React.js so that I have created the React component. So to create the React component, npx create React app front end I have created in React. In React.js, I have required the following libraries to install: npm install Exois React table. These are the following two libraries I can install. So let's jump into the front end code. I have created front end. In source file, there is a app.js file. In app.js, I have imported the hooks like useState and useEffect to managing the state variables. Exois library used for fetching the data. So first we need to fetch the data. I have created the use effect because use effect is only works when the first rendering the component. It doesn't pass any dependency. It means that it will only executed once when the component is first time rendering. So when it will calls, it will calls the fetch customers function. Here I have created the async function. So I can say that async function is mainly used for the retrieving the data without any deviation for the below contents or some other like. Uh, Here I have getting the data by axois.get method. I have you here I have used this path and it will sending a response as a data set. It will store the set data as a use state variable. Initially, any use state variables have been declared with the two data types. Sorry, two variables. One is for one variable for initialize and another variable for any updation or modifications data. It will store in set data. It will automatically modifies the data as well. So I have created data and set data variables as use state with zero arrays. Sorry, zero values in array. Later on, if you're not finding any data, it will throw an error. So let's jump into the what are the features we have in the table. So let's first let's first see how to create the table. So here I have created the table. In return, I have used a table with a two call with a table with a heading as and retrieving the data by current items map row index. In these current items means we have like let's see we have retrieving the data from the current input. This is current input, and map is used for retrieving the data from by passing a function as an argument, and it will sending as each value as an parameter in the function. So here I'm creating the function. Let's see. Let us start our React project. Uh, yeah, I have already running the React projects in my local host. Let's see. This is my UI. Uh, this is my UI. This is the how the table looks like: serial number, name, age, phone number, location, created it, date and time, date and time. So let's see what are the functionalities required in our task. First, we need to search by column name or location. So let us, if we can see search by uh, column name or location, we need to create an input field. So that I have created the input field above my table. This is my input field. This is my input field. Here I have created a handler to manage my state values. Whenever I have entered in the input field, it will automatically trigger the state set filter text variable by following the e.target.value. It will store in the set filter text. Let's jump into the how it will works, how it will storing, how it will filtering the data uh, by name and customer name and location. This is the following code for filtering the data. Here I have filtered the row is for a particular row, and in React it can shows the every column row. Yeah, sorry, every row in a table. So basically in row we have a custom name as a column name. This is not a column name. We have created the custom name in the database. Let's see. You can see this is the custom name. In custom name we have created the lowercase because user can enter any of the characters like mixed characters upper and lowercase. So for better convention, better usage, we can convert the lowercase. It includes filter.text. We can filtering the data according to the input given by the user. So the user data will be converted to the lowercase, and the customer data will also be. It is present in the data in the table. It is the user entering in the text field. So both are converting to the lowercase when any of the data entering the user is occurred in the custom table customer table, and it shows us the according to the matches, and it reads. We have other field also, so user can able to user can able to search by location also, so that we can search by locations as well. The same logic here we can use. So let's see how it works. When we enter Sharma, we can get all the details that are entering Sharma, that are entering all the details of the name. Suppose if we have given Mumbai as a location, it will give the Mumbai details. Those who are filtering, those we can get filter after the Mumbai comparing the whole table. Yeah, the searching field is work properly. Let's jump into the sort either by data time, ascending or descending. So to sort ascending or descending, we have created two buttons. Oh, it is. We have created two buttons. This is sort by date, sort by time. We have created according to the handlers to managing the state. We have created two state variables, sorting filter text and filter text, we have managing the date and time in one function itself by taking the fields. If we search the same, we have, you can see we have used the same handler for both the buttons. If we click the date button, it will store field as a date, sort by field as a field. If we field, it will sort the ascending. If it is already in ascending, okay, if it is already in ascending order, if we click the button, it will go with the descending. If it is already in descending order, if we click, it is going to the ascending order. So the logic behind how we can getting the data ascending or descending order is this is, if we click on the date function, sorry, date column, it will goes to executed this if block. How it works, let's see. Then we have a sort function in JavaScript. So by sorted data, it will store the columns. The data will be stored, date column, all the data will be stored in sorted data. When we takes two parameters A and B, suppose first row date data is stored in A, second row data is B. It will basically, when we are getting any server data, it will in string format. We have convert the string format to data object. So both are converted date A, date B, and stored in a date A, date B. If we want to click an ascending order, if we have already in ascending order, it will go to the descending order. If it is descending order, if it is in, it will sort by an ascending order. Basically, how it will works is date A and date B. Date A is first row date, date B is second row date. If it is date A is greater than, it means 1980s. Suppose let's take 1980 as an year. Date B is 2000. It will use negative value. So if it is ascending order, if it is getting negative value, it will not sort the data. It will not change the data, because negative values means it will already in sorted data. 1980 is already ahead than 2000. So that for getting the negative value, it will not sort. If it is positive value, it will swap, comparison based. Basically, sort function mainly is a comparison based. And when we click on the sort by time, it will trigger to this function. It will sort the same thing like how the date will works. Let's take an ascending order A times. It uses the same local comparator. Basically compares the first row data time and second row data time. If the first row data time is uh, previous than second row data, it will not sort according to that. So it will works according to that. Let's test in our UI. Suppose the data is in ascending order. You can see 10 p.m., 11 p.m., 12 a.m., 13, 1 p.m. If we click on the sort by time, it will arrange in the descending order. Okay, the second functionality will also works fine. The third functionality, pagination with 20 records per page. We can get only 20 records. You can see. Let's see. You can get only 20 records per page. This is called pagination. This is called previous next. You can getting below of the table. This is the pagination. If we click on the next, this will next 20, 21 to 40, and we can click on the next. We can get 41 to 55. We have only 55 records only. Whenever we have go with the last table, we don't have the option next button. Whenever we are in the first row, first time, we don't have an option the previous. This is working fine. How the implements in our code? Let's see. I have created the below the tag pagination. Here I have created two buttons. Here I have used the paginate handler, and here I have created the weather. Let's see, you have used the use state variables as current page and set page. As use state 1, because whenever we are opening, we can get the first. We are getting the first page, first 1 to 20 rows, and so we can set with the current page and set page at 1. If you are in first page, so the page net will 0. So it will, sorry, if you are first page, the previous button is disabled. So we have logic this for this. We have in the last page, the next button will disable. The page net current page -1 will handle. Let's see, will handle this. If it is current page -1 will do 0. It will set current page equal to 0. Why? Because we have to handle this current page, right? We have to update this current page by another variable set current page. So this is all about the pagination and searching according to the name and location and date and time, all the details and work for my project, work for my task. Yeah, I hope you can. Okay, thank you.